Hey, welcome to my workshop, West Highland Shop. Appreciate you stopping by. This week's video is going to be a little bit of a mix-up. I've got a little bit of mail call in here. I'll show you some of the things that I got at my estate sales in December and just a couple things I got at an antique store out picking one day. Now, the intro, this is the second time I've had to film it because I realized halfway through filming this video that my intro and the first mail call video, I lost all my sound. My battery died in the mic and I didn't realize it, so I'll be doing a voiceover for the first part of the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I got some cool stuff from some cool guys and found a few neat things as well. Please enjoy the video. All right, my first package here is from a good friend of mine, Petey Pablo. Petey's on Instagram. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, unfortunately, because he does some awesome restorations. But Petey's a good friend of the show and sent me a nice package here. And the first thing that was in here was a really nice Christmas card from him and his family. He sent me 4 stickers here. One of them is like his logo sticker, but he sent me the Ready Kilowatt sticker, which is awesome. And the other ones are just, cool, kind of funny stickers. I always enjoy having these on my refrigerator. Well, what we have here is a pair of Fleet 3339 tongue and groove pliers. Some people call them water pump pliers or pump pliers, but man, these are really good shape. The chrome and everything was still there, just a little dirty. Won't take much to clean these up at all, and they'll go nice in my collection. Petey's a real thoughtful guy. He usually only sends stuff that, he knows you collect. And I did a video a couple months ago on a Craftsman auger bit set, and 2 of them had the really cool blue cap on there, and he evidently found one with the cap and sent it over to me. And man, that's much appreciated. These things are really cool. Here we have a 69-122, 6-inch long. It's a stainless scratch-all in just beautiful condition. Up next here, we've got a Black Hawk 34987. It's a 3/8 drive, 6-inch long extension in really nice condition. And a Thorson 77, which is a 3/8 drive ratchet in really good shape, works well. It's going to go great in my collection. Thanks, Petey. This item's a Black Hawk Half Moon box-in wrench. I don't have many of these, so I was really happy to get this. It's going to go up on one of my future Black Hawk tool boards that I'm working on. He sent a really nice selection of some Thorson sockets. Most of these I did not already have, so they go really nicely up on my boards, which you'll see shortly. He also sent a couple of Fleet sockets, which are always appreciated. And then he sent this, this is a T3 Black Hawk. It's a quick disconnect ratchet. I did find this in early late 1920s catalog. He also sent a couple of vintage Black Hawk sockets, including one with the lock-on design, which was something Black Hawk developed back in the 20s and 30s to, lock the socket onto the ratchet handle. Really cool stuff. All right, this is a Black Hawk ratchet 34999, which I believe is their 60-tooth model. Really nice shape, and this definitely will go on a board. And then we've got a Black Hawk adjustable wrench. This is their model AW1010. This one is made in Japan, but it's got a really cool script on it. And then we get into some wrenches. Petey sent over quite a few wrenches, a lot of Thorson. I've got a lot of work to do on my Thorson wrench collection. Right now, they're just kind of all in bulk storage, and I'll get those sorted out soon enough. All right, this item I was blown away by. I've never seen anything like this in my area. It's a Fleet 3/8-inch drive kit. It came with a 1260 ratchet, an extension, a breaker bar, 7 sockets. It was missing a 9/16, but Petey did throw a PNC 9/16 in there for me, so it'd be complete. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing cleaned up and added it up to my Fleet collection. Pete also sent another 3/8 kit, and this is a Black Hawk. And I believe this is cataloged as their number 209B, which is a 9-piece socket set. So it'd have 8 sockets, and the box would be what it was sold as originally. All these sockets in here are Blackhawk. I think it's missing one of the original, and the extension doesn't go with it, but still a very nice box, very nice kit. Can't wait to get it sorted out. And the final thing that Pete sent me here, I thought was a chunk of gold, but it's a brass plumb bob. Man, this thing is nice. He did a fantastic job cleaning this thing up, and I will hang this with pride in my shop. All right, I'm pretty happy going to have a home for some of the stuff Petey gave me. So the 77C, this board is actually for a 77, which is what this is. And actually, Petey gave me this one last year. The 77C doesn't quite go here, but I'm going to put it there anyway, at least for now. 624 3/4 goes here. 618. 620JR, which is a plug socket, goes here. We've got a 1-inch 532, which goes here. 13/16, 526. Okay, 3/4 324, which is a 3/8 drive. Yep, well, I'm full there. I like this vintage better. We've got a 520, which is a 1/2-inch drive again. 1/2-inch 516. I'm sorry, the 520 was a 5/8 1/2-inch drive. And we've got a 310X. Yeah, up here. Little 5/16. 310M to 10M here. So some of the Blackhawk that I have, both just in my box and, like, for example, what Petey sent me, like the 34999, which is a 3/8 drive round head ratchet, will go on this board. But I've got to redo these boards. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these. I haven't put backers on them and tightened these up. This one's in pretty good shape. So when I get these boards redone, I'll be getting these tools on there. Until then, I'll just be storing everything in my Blackhawk chest here. I've got quite a few things in here that I've restored in the past. Some other things I've collected that guys like Petey, thank you, have sent me in the past. So I'll just store this ratchet, this round head ratchet here for now. And then I also keep some of the older vintage, like this D30, which is a 15/16 1/2-inch drive. That'll go back here with these other ones. The lock-on socket I'll keep in here. And the little Blackhawk box, I'll put that in here. I've got a few more of these around, but this one's going to go right in here for now. I've got a lot of work to do on my Thorson collection. Right now I have the majority of it in this chest here. So the wrenches that Petey sent over, I'm just going to be storing them in here for now. Put all the ones he gave me on the bottom. Anyway, these will go in here until I'm ready to really sort this out and clean all these up. And we did have a few more winners for the Blackhawk board. Got a 1163 wrench, 9/16, so that rack is getting pretty full. Got room for the 3/8 extension on here, 34987. And then the Blackhawk adjustable he gave me with the really cool script on it. That one will go there. Okay, this next package is from a good friend of mine named Ken. Ken's a loyal supporter of the channel, but he also lives here in town. I've known Ken for over 40 years. He's a good friend. And even though he only lives about 1.5 miles from me, he took the time to package something up and send it in to the channel, and even marked it mail call. So let's dig in and see what Ken sent. So Ken has a lot of similar interests in old things, vintage things, antique things. His dad was a prolific collector, so there's no telling what he's sitting here. So sit tight, I'm going to open this off camera. So that's a nice Christmas card from Ken and his family to my family. Thank you very much. Oh, look here. He even wrapped it up in wrapping paper. All right, we have a Sears Craftsman vintage block plane adjustable, 6 inches long, with a 1 5/8 inch cutter. It's pretty cool. It's got the original box, and maybe it's new old stock. Holy crap, look at that. That thing is gorgeous. It's never been used. It's new old stock. Look at that bed. It's perfect. Ken, this is awesome, man. I can't thank you enough. It's got the Craftsman name here on the blade. This is sweet. I've never seen one that color. Ken, thank you very much. Look, it even comes with the plain facts. I will enjoy this. All right, next up, I got a nice little package here from Dale over at Dale's Workshop. Everybody knows Dale. What a super, super nice guy. He's got a good channel. Finds tons of great stuff at estate sales and things like that. And always offers some great little tips and tricks in his workshop. If you haven't seen Dale's channel, please check it out. I'll have a link in the description. All right, let's see what Dale said. I'll open this off camera. All right, got a really nice Christmas card from Dale and his wife. Little note from Dale. Super nice guy, and he sent me one of his new stickers. Really cool. Thank you, Dale. Oh boy, quite a few items in here. Feels like it looks like a syringe. Oh yeah, big glue syringes. These are cool. I do use glue syringes and all a lot. I don't have any this big, and these are really good to use when I'm doing antique restoration on wood furniture, and I use the old brown glue, the hide glue in these. Thank you, Dale. Wow, look at that. Oh, Blue Point. It's marked 1000V, so I guess that's a 1000 volt rated insulating screwdriver. I do not have something like this. Very nice, and it's a Blue Point. Nice pair of pliers, Domaloy. Not sure if I have these or not, but these appear to be in good shape, and these will make a nice cleanup. Model H16. Thank you, Dale. Couple rolls of tape in here. This one's already open, so I'm going to go ahead and open it, but I'm not sure exactly what this tape is used for, but I will use this for masking. It feels elastically like some type of electrical tape, so maybe that's what it is. Either way, this will get used, man. I use tape of all sorts all the time in my shop. Thorson 9/16 combination wrench. So Thorson 11/16, a New Britain 1/2 inch and 9/16, very nice. And there's an old Williams, very cool. Nice Williams super adjustable 10 inch. It's a little crusty, but that's good. I like them this way. Gives me a chance to clean them up. And I love the Williams adjustable wrench. It's the brand that I use every day. Very cool. Thank you, sir. Oh, nice. A Fleet breaker bar. 3/8, and it's in great shape. That's going to go great in my collection. Thank you. And electrolyte. Double offset. It says True Fit 3003. Very cool. Pony clamp, very nice. Looks almost brand new. 3-inch C-clamp. Thank you, Dale. I use C-clamps a lot in my shop. Very cool. Dale, thank you very much. Hope you and your family had a great holiday as well. All right, this is a wrench that I found at a local antique store here in town called Lost in Time. They got a couple good booths in there that usually have some random tools, and I found this one probably a month or two ago. Saw it and of course immediately grabbed it because it's a Blackhawk. It's a model 520, it's a 5/8 inch, and Blackhawk calls this their universal joint tee. because it's a T-handle, and this is their long version. Went back about a week ago and went to the same booth and found some more random stuff. And this is a Black Hawk. They just call this one the long T. It's a 3118. And this one is a 9/16. They made the same wrench. It started with a 2000 series. It was a short T. Most of these kind of wrenches were made to work on Ford vehicles back in the day. Found these in a 1926 Black Hawk catalog off Internet Archives, and I'll flash a couple pictures up of that. But also found the 3120, which is the 5/8 version. Really cool. And the 4418X, 9/16 and 5/8, that I believe is a carburetor wrench for a Ford. I was excited to get it. I paid $12 for that one. I think this one I paid, I think $8 or $10 for it. This was a while ago, so I don't remember. And I paid $8 for these. All right, that same day I found the Black Hawk wrenches at the antique store. In a different booth, I found this Bailey number 6 hand plane. I've kind of quit buying these because I've got so many of them and I'll never get around to restoring all of them. But this one was in really nice shape. The plane bed was really good. The blade was in good shape. It's got a patent date on here of April 1992, and that would not be 1992, that would be 1892. And then it's got patent dates here behind the frog of March 25, 02 and August 1902. I don't know if you can see those or not. So again, 1902. But I thought I'd show you real quick how you can date these. So this is a really cool chart that I got off of Wooden Shop. I've used this many times. So we'll go through it real quick and see if we can figure out how old this is. So the first thing we do is see how many patent dates do we see behind the frog. Well, there's 2, so now we're over here to type 9 through 10. Is the frog rib enlarged or arched? The answer to that is no. It's not enlarged or arched. It's just normal. So we'll say no to that. That would tell me it's a type 9, which is made somewhere between 1902 and 1907. So we'll just call it a 120-year-old hand plane that's going to get probably not restored, but definitely cleaned up and used in the shop. All right, the last thing I got at the antique store the other day is this little can of Rapid-Tap cutting fluid. I love these small metal cans. Got a decent little collection of them. I don't know the age. It's no barcode, so probably 50s or 60s, more than likely 60s, but it's probably a third of the way full. But when I find these for $6, $8, I usually pick them up. All right, the next item, the next few items are some things that I got at my last estate sale. I can't remember what I paid for this stuff, but I'll flash it up on the screen when I look it up. But what's in here is, I believe, is a new old stock. Some of you guys will remember these. But I believe it's a new old stock. It's a Craco high performance sound 8-track stereo. I don't think it's ever been installed because the wires still look, like they came from the factory. And I've got the trim, all the knobs and the trim and everything is still in the original plastic bag, taped up and sealed with the tape is now yellowed. So I'm pretty sure this is new old stock. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I don't need it. Again, same auction. I'll flash up what I paid for it. But this is a Craftsman. I'm guessing maybe 80s vintage, maybe 90s. But it's a orbital buffer. I used to have one of these. I don't know what I did with it. It's disappeared years ago. I used to use these all the time back in high school to clean up cars. And again, it was really cheap and I thought the case was cool, so I bought it. Why not? I've been wanting one of these for quite a while. When I first set up my workshop, I didn't want a full dust collection system with pipes running everywhere. And just been watching out on estate sales to find a good used small portable dust collector that I can use to hook up I'll be able to move it to my planer. I can use it on my table saw, on my joiner. I can use it around my workbench with certain attachments. But it's a WoodTech brand. I'll bring it in here in a second to show you a little closer, but it's really smooth. It's pretty quiet. It works great. The bags are in really good shape. There's no rips or tears in them. It's just dirty and dusty. I'm going to clean it up before I actually start using it, so the dirt that'll be on here will be my dirt. All right, this is another item I got at an estate sale auction online, and this one's a little bit of a buyer beware. I felt like I got a pretty good deal on it. Again, can't remember what I paid for it, but I will flash it up here on the screen. But online, it looked really good. Then when you go to pick it up, it had 3 pictures online, one like this, one with the doors open, and one from this side. But when you go pick it up, that's what you get. So we got a little bit of rust issue here. It's not that bad, and I'm not going to worry about it because where it's going to hang in my shop, you really probably won't even see it. Yeah, this thing's just going to get cleaned up, and then it's going to be used for a storage cabinet hanging on the wall behind me here above my sandblaster. There was one final thing that I picked up at the estate sale, and my wife's been on me pretty hard about operating more safely in the shop. So promised her I would, so I found some new safety glasses at that last estate sale. I think they're really stylish. Man, they've got the side mesh here to keep your eyes protected. So yeah, now I got some new safety glasses. I just want to say thanks to Petey. You can find Petey on Instagram. I've got a link down below. To Dale at Dale's Workshop. Thank you very much. And to my friend Ken, local here, who's not on Instagram or YouTube or anything. Can't thank you guys enough for the items you sent me. It was very appreciated, very much appreciated, and really cool stuff. And then you got to see just a little bit of some of the things I look for and pick up at antique stores and estate sale auctions. So thanks again for joining, and I hope to see you on the next one.